Hi guys, welcome to Knit by Nick. My name is Nick and I knit, and today I'm going to be talking about the projects that I want to make in 2026. This year, I want to put a lot of effort into this channel and into my knitting and crochet projects. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my knitting and crochet plans for the year of 2026. It's going to be a long year ahead, and I have a lot of plans. In 2025, I was crocheting a temperature blanket, which took a lot of my time. So I feel like I didn't have much time for other projects. I was really focused on this temperature blanket. All the crochet projects that I wanted to do, or like all the crochet plans that I had, were kind of overtaken by this huge temperature blanket. So in my free time, or like when I was outside and couldn't like bring my blanket with, I ended up knitting a lot more. So this year, I hope that I get to crochet a lot more. And even though this is Knit by Nick, I'm also going to be talking about Crochet by Nick. I'm going to just go ahead and talk about the projects that I want to make this year. The first one, it's gotten really popular recently online. I think a few of these projects got really popular recently online, so you might recognize them. But the first one is this produce hammock. It's this little like fruit holding hammock that you put in your kitchen. And I think this is really cute. I always struggle in my kitchen with like where to place my fruits and like my onions and stuff. So I think this produce hammock is a really cute way of fixing this. It's a really simple project that I can probably finish in a weekend. It's very simple. I don't even think I need that much of a pattern. I think I'm just gonna like free hand it and see what happens. Anyway, really excited about this one. Okay, the next one also got really popular, which is the felted slippers. I've been seeing them everywhere. Everyone's been making them. I've seen them in crochet, I've seen them in knit, I've seen them in multiple colors. I think the original pattern is by this Instagram account called Any Sews from the UK, but I'm not entirely sure. I've just been seeing these slippers everywhere online for like, I don't know, the past month. I've never really felted anything. This is kind of a technique that I want to try. Yeah, let's see if I get to make these slippers this year. I think they're going to be great for winter. I usually just wear like flip-flops inside with my socks on, so it would actually be nice to have some proper slippers. I don't know, I think they're super cute, and if they're quick to make, they could also be great presents for other people. Yeah, let's see. Okay, this next project is actually something that's been on my list for a long time. It's these fingerless gloves. They're classic fingerless gloves. I think a lot of knitters have them. Or a lot of knitters have tried to make something like this before. Surprisingly enough, I have never knitted a pair of gloves. So this is also why I want to make them, because, okay, so the thing is, I have never really been a gloves person. I always just kept my hands in my pockets in the winter, and it has always been fine. But recently, for the past 2 winters or so, my hands have gotten really dry from the cold and like almost like bruised by the cold. So I think I think I need gloves right now. I don't think it's a matter of choice. I think it's a necessity, and it's very convenient that I knit. I think also with gloves, I always felt like knitted gloves never really warmed my hands enough. I always felt like I needed some leathered gloves or some type of material that was more wind resistant. I don't know, knitted gloves never really warmed my hands so much, but I think these cute fingerless gloves are going to protect my hands from the dryness, from the cold, and it's going to give me a chance to finally knit a pair of gloves, even though they don't have fingers, because I still want to be able to like, I don't know, I'm not a big gloves person, so I still want to be able to like use my phone, and I still want to be able to like keep my fingers out just for, I don't know, grabbing things, and I don't know, using my phone. It's also, I don't know, I think the emo teenager in me, I have always wanted to wear these kind of fingerless gloves. I don't know what color I'm going to make them. I need to look at my stash and see. Anyway, I really want to make these fingerless gloves. Oh, okay, this next project is a summer project, it's a crochet project, and it's probably the project that I'm most excited about to make this year. It's these pair of crochet shorts. I saw this Brazilian influencer, or this Brazilian page on Instagram, talking about the pattern for this pair of shorts. I think they sell these shorts as well by commission or something, or like at their store. But the creator also made a video explaining how he made this pair of shorts, and I thought it was really interesting, really creative. I think the colors that they chose for this pair of shorts the colors are beautiful, And it really inspired me, and I really want to make a pair of shorts like this. In 2023, I started making a pair of shorts, a crochet shorts, and it wasn't coming out that nice, so I stopped midway and then just unraveled the yarn to do another project. Now that I found a better pattern for crochet shorts, I really want to make them. I think this pair of shorts is also gonna make me learn a new skill. Like I want to add a either strings to hold the short together by the waist or elastic. If I go with the elastic, that's definitely going to be new for me, but I don't know. I kind of prefer the look of the strings. So let's see. I'm really excited about this pair of shorts. I think it's gorgeous. Yeah, it could also be a nice present for people. I don't think this is going to take a long time to knit or to crochet, excuse me. Okay, so you've probably heard me talking about my 2025 temperature blanket for a long time, for a few videos, and if I think this video that I'm recording right now is probably going to come out before my temperature blanket video. The point is, my temperature blanket has left me with a lot of scrap yarn in a variety of colors, 7 different colors, as a matter of fact. So I want to use these colorful scraps to make a crossbody bag. Crochet bags have been on my list for a long time. I have never made a crochet bag. One of my best friends, she makes the most beautiful crochet bags. She has made different crochet patterns. I don't know, she kind of always inspired me to make bags, and I've never really made any. The picture that I'm going to put on the screen here is not exactly how I want it. I think I want it a bit maybe bigger with a longer strap. I think I want more of a sturdy strap. I'm afraid that the strap might expand over time. So I don't know. I haven't really thought about how I want to make the strap. But the point is the color switching and like how it's just this mismatched color. I think it's perfect for a scrap yarn project. I think this is what I'm going to be doing with my scraps from my crochet temperature blanket. And I don't know, this picture that I'm putting on the screen right now has actually been on my inspo folder for a long time. Right from the beginning, when I realized that I was going to be getting a lot of scraps from my temperature blanket, I think I saw this picture and I was like, okay, this is the perfect project to make with the scraps. I've seen other versions of this bag as well, or like similar scrap yarn bags like this. That's definitely something that I want to make this year in 2026. Ooh, okay. For this next one, I even need a sip of tea. Okay, this next one. If you've seen my yarn stash tour, you know that I got 4 big skeins of fisherman's wool in this natural creamy color. And I bought this yarn to make exactly this project, this Aran sweater project. Here it is, I finally said it. I want to make an Aran sweater. This is probably going to be my most ambitious knitting project ever. I know how to knit cables. I've never really made a project with cables, but I've done swatches with cables just to try it out and see if I actually could. But the pattern that I found is actually from the yarn brand itself, Fisherman Lion Brand Yarns, I think it's called. And it's actually in their website. This pattern is recommended for this yarn. And it says it's a level 5 experienced knitting project, so that concerns me a little bit. I don't know what my level of knitting is. Even though I've been knitting for a long time, this is definitely new for me. I don't know. I really want a classic Aran sweater. I have the yarn for it. It gives me so much anxiety. I know that's kind of funny because knitting is supposed to it's supposed to be kind of relaxing for some people. It's supposed to be good for your mental health. But like knitting such a big project like this, I know for a lot of people this is not considered like a big project or anything. It's just like an Aran sweater. But like for me who has never knitted, I've knitted sweaters before, but I've never knitted like an intricate sweater, Aran sweater like this. This is kind of nerve-wracking to me. And if you have any tips or if you have any good patterns, Aran sweater patterns, let me know, because if I can't make this one that I found from Lion Brand Yarns, it was actually free on their website. But if I can't make this one, I definitely need another one. I'm not a big pattern person either. I think this is why I never knitted an Aran sweater, because I usually don't like to follow patterns. I like to figure out how techniques are done and then just kind of figure out how to do the project myself, usually because ever so often there's something in the pattern that I don't like, then I'm gonna have to adapt anyway, so I might as well just like figure out how to do it myself so it's exactly how I want it, exactly to my size. I feel like as a big guy, sometimes the patterns are not always I don't know, it's hard. I don't know, I have a hard time finding patterns that I enjoy. And also, I just prefer watching videos on how to do things. I don't really like to read. I feel like the documents, sometimes pattern documents are just very confusing. So I don't know, I'm more of a visual person, and if I can watch a video on how to do something, I'm gonna prefer that. Also, I've released my first tutorial. Speaking of not liking to read patterns, if you want to make a balaclava, I have my first tutorial about that. I'm gonna make a series of balaclava tutorials, but that's beyond the point. Let's go back to this Aran sweater. I want to make an Aran sweater this year.
Just shut up and get it done!
I'm gonna do it. I have the yarn for it. I found a cool pattern. It seems to be like a vintage pattern. The pattern is free. It's also not every Aran sweater that I like. I think sometimes the cables, I don't know, sometimes I'm not really into the stitching, the honeycomb stitching. I don't know, but this one that I'm putting on the screen right now, I think this is a really beautiful one. And I think the one that I found on Lion Brand Yarns website, I think that one is really good too. I think it looks really beautiful. But let's see, I definitely want to make an Aran sweater this year, and this might be the biggest project of the year for me. Let's see how long this is going to take. And the thought of making a mistake in an Aran sweater and having to unravel something, having to fix an Aran sweater stitch, I don't know, it's so nerve-wracking to me. It just gives me anxiety. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, this other project I'm not entirely sure that I want to make. It's this huge granny square vest. I've seen this a bunch of times online. I think many people have made it. I don't think I need to look at a pattern for this. I think I can figure out how to do this by myself. It doesn't seem that complicated. It seems like just two squares attached together and then with ribbing on the armholes and the waist. I love that it's a white, black, and red. I love this color combination, and I think I have the yarn for it as well already. The 100% recycled cotton that I talked about in my stash video. I think I have enough for something like this. Anyway, this has also been in my inspirations list for a long time, and I think this is the type of project that looks better on Instagram than in real life. Let's see, I might make this. Okay, so this project is also kind of similar to the next project that I want to talk about, which is a hexagon shirt. I have made crochet hexagon shirts before, and they, or at least I made one of them, and it turned out really well. I think it's one of my favorite projects that I've ever crocheted. I think I want to make another one. The one that I made was a gift, so I think I want to make one for myself. I actually don't know if I have enough yarn for that in my stash. I don't think I do. I might have to get a bit more yarn. I haven't really quite thought of the colors that I want as well. But if I make this hexagon shirt, it could also be, I don't know, I could also make like a matching pair of shorts, which is already on my list. So I could make like a hexagon shirt with a matching pair of shorts. That could be quite cute. I don't know. This hexagon shirt is like a pattern that I adapted from 2 different creators here on YouTube. It's one of my favorite projects that I've ever done. I think it looks beautiful. And I kind of really want one for myself as well. If I decide to make this hexagon shirt, I think I'm going to do like a crochet vlog where you guys can sort of follow along what I'm doing. And then, because I did adapt this pattern myself from 2 different creators. So it's, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. But I love this hexagon shirt. I think the hexagon shirts are really popular. And I kind of want to make another one. This next project has also been in my inspirations folder for a long time. It's this spider web mesh top. The first time I saw this, I was like, oh my god, crochet is amazing. And it's just such a fun, silly project for Halloween. It's been on my list for a long time. I kind of just want it for Halloween. I don't really want it for anything else. It's kind of stupid, but I really like mesh tops as well. I think they're quite quick to make. And this spider web mesh top, I think it's really fun. I think it's really silly. And there are different kinds. Like you can see different types of this spider web mesh tops online. Also in this Halloween vibe, I kind of want to make something skeleton inspired, maybe also for Halloween. And I found this skeleton sweater in this crocheted skeleton sweater, but that's not exactly what I was going for. I think I wanted something more like a skeleton harness, something that actually looks like skeleton and not just like a sweater and with a skeleton print. But anyway, let's see. I don't know if I can pull this off. I have never made something like this. Okay, actually, let's go back to summer for a little bit. I have, if you've seen my stash video, I'm sorry, I'm going to be referencing my yarn stash video here a lot because that's the yarn that I have. If you've seen that video, you know that I have a bunch of raffia yarn or like raffia inspired, like raffia looking yarn. And I need to make a bucket hat. I've tried making 2 different bucket hats with 2 different types of yarn, and I feel like I never really get what I want from them. They both didn't turn out that nice. So I feel like this year I need to make a freaking bucket hat that I actually like. Nice quality, nice stitching, like simple bucket hat. It's been on my list for a long time. I've tried making it before. I have the yarn for it. It's something that I'm actually going to use a lot. So yeah, I really want to make a bucket hat with raffia yarn this year. Okay, this next project, I'm not entirely sure I want to make this because I don't think it's something that I will wear, but I know that next year everyone is going to be wearing these crochet skull caps. And it's been in like the trend alerts and things like this, and like Copenhagen Fashion Week and all of that, and blah, 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 blah. So I kind of want to give it a try. I saw this Danish influencer wearing this beaded skull cap, this beaded crochet skull cap in a TV show, and I thought that it looks great on her. I thought this was one of the nicest skull caps that I've seen from all of the ones that I've seen online. I think it could be fun to try to make some beaded crochet, something like that. And I think this is the project to use beads in. Anyway, I'm not sure that I want to make this actually, but because I don't think I'm going to wear it, but it could be a nice gift for someone. And I know that this is going to be everywhere. So okay, so this next project that I want to make, I want to try out making a few different granny squares this year. I'm not a big granny square person. I think granny squares often look a bit tacky. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion.
That's my opinion!
I have made granny squares before, and that's actually how I learned to crochet. I was just like making granny squares. I thought that was the most productive way of learning to crochet. I think some granny squares are really cool, like the spiral granny square. I really want to try and make that one. Or like there's all these different flower granny squares that I want to make. And I think I want to make a pillowcase with a huge granny square. So like a huge granny square for the front of the pillowcase, and then maybe the same thing on the back, or like a different granny square, a huge granny square for the back of the pillowcase or something, just for my couch. I think my couch would benefit from a crochet pillowcase. And I think I want to make kind of like a 70s inspired sunflower granny square, something like that. My couch is this dark orange, almost light brown color, so I feel like something 70s would look nice on it. And 70s sunflower granny squares are kind of like the vibe that I want to go for. But I don't know, I'm also open for different types of granny squares for this pillowcase. But the pillowcase is definitely on my list. And I don't think it's going to take that long. Also on this flowery vibe, I really, really, really want to make some crochet flowers. I know maybe this ties back to the beading skull cap that I talked about. I think crochet flowers could be an interesting project to crochet with beads because I've seen this creator, I think his name is Henry. I've seen his beaded flowers and they're so gorgeous. Out of all the crafty flowers that I've seen online, his are the most beautiful ones. It's also been on my list for a long time to make crochet flowers. I have a couple of vases here in my apartment that could use a couple of flowers. Also, just with the whole Lego flowers thing, I feel like, I don't know, these flowers that are not actually flowers have been kind of like in my life for some time. I've been wanting to make them for a long time, either the Lego flowers or like the crochet flowers. And I don't know what type of flowers I want to make. I think I definitely want to make the lavender crochet flowers. I think they look really cute. Or I don't know, maybe some lilies or some sunflowers. I'm not sure about the sunflower because I already want to make the pillowcase with a sunflower. But like maybe these forget-me-not flowers, they look really cute. I haven't quite decided. I don't think I want to make tulips, maybe tulips. I want something that kind of like from a distance can actually look like real flowers. And I think these forget-me-nots kind of give me that vibe, or like the lavenders kind of give me that vibe as well. So I don't know. I really want to make some crochet flowers. It's been on my list for a long time, and this is the year to do it. I'm gonna do it.
Just do it!
Okay, and then I think these projects are gonna be the last projects that are on my list, and it's a bunch of Christmas decoration. I know we're still right in the beginning of the year, and I'm already thinking about Christmas. In 2025, I was kind of, I don't know, I was a bit disappointed that I didn't make any crochet Christmas decoration. So next year, I actually want to make some Christmas decoration. I've always wanted to make like a Santa hat, like a classic red and white Santa hat with a white pom pom at the back, like at the tip. Um, I've always wanted to like have a silly Santa hat like that, and I kind of want to knit that in red. Um, it's a simple project. I think it can be done. I think it's fun on Christmas to have something like that. And I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this. It's just some silly Christmas project. On that note as well, I really miss having like stockings, like Christmas stockings around my house. I grew up with my mom putting like 4 Christmas stockings for my family, with our names and everything. And they weren't knitted or crocheted or anything. They were just like sewn, but they were super cute. And she would always put something silly on Christmas for us to just like grab from inside of the stocking. And I kind of want to make that as well. Like I kind of want to knit some Christmas stockings. I don't know. It was a bit hard finding inspiration online for this. I feel like all the knitted Christmas stockings, they don't really look so good. They just look a bit. They don't have so much structure. So I'm still trying to figure out how to give structure to like a soggy Christmas stocking. But anyway, I'm not so sure on the Christmas stocking, but the Christmas Santa hat, I think I actually want to make. The Christmas stocking, I might skip that one, maybe leave it for next year. I also just want some classic Christmas balls for my Christmas tree. I don't have so many, like, I have a bunch of stars for my Christmas tree. I don't really have so many balls. It's weird saying the word balls, but I think I want to make some like crochet balls for my Christmas tree as decoration. There are a ton of them online. I think some of them look really cute. I think crochet can sometimes look really tacky. I think you really have to like have. I think you really have to know how to like utilize your crochet skills. When crochet looks too DIY to me or like too handmade, I don't really like it. I think I prefer knitting in that sense. I think knitting looks more, I don't know, more beautiful. Anyway, we've reached the last Christmas decoration project that I want to make for next year, which is this Danish julejager. It's traditionally made with paper and you hang it on the tree or you hang it, I don't know. It's just a classic Danish Christmas decoration. I don't think just Danish, I think Scandinavian in general. And I really love making these with paper, and I've had made a bunch of them, and they come in all different types of intricate patterns, not just this checkered pattern, for example. The checkered pattern is the classic one, but I've seen some like crazy intricate Christmas hearts, Danish Christmas hearts, and I want to make one in crochet. I think it could look really cute, and yeah, I don't know. So these are the projects that I want to make in 2026. I don't think it's that many projects. I think I can. I think this is like a very realistic list of projects that I want to make in 2026. I think I can actually do all of these projects. Besides the Aran sweater, I think they're all pretty doable projects. And like, come on, I have a year to make a sweater. I can do the Aran sweater. I think all these projects are rather small. I think they're doable. I think they're cute, fun projects. And I actually think I can make everything on this list this year. I think so. I don't knit or crochet that like super fast. I see some people online that are like, I made a sweater in 2 weeks, or like every sweater that I knitted this year, and then it's like 15 sweaters. Like, that's not me. Like, I have other things to do as well, you know? Like, now I'm even making videos. I have a job. So, like, I don't want knitting to become like a hassle. I want to keep knitting and crocheting as like sort of a hobby, something that I really enjoy, and not just something that like I have a deadline and like something that's stressful and like so I think these are projects that are going to keep my knitting and crochet plans fun and simple and quick, and and yeah, let me know what you think about them. Let me know your knitting and crochet plans for this year. I'm really excited. I think this is going to be a really good year, and I'm really going to put a lot of effort into this channel. So you can expect a lot of tutorials. Also, besides all these plans, I'm going to make my balaclava series. So I'm going to be knitting some balaclava tutorials, or I'm going to be making videos and knitting these balaclavas for you guys. And yeah, I'm going to try and do vlogs or even tutorials of all these projects that I talked about. If I don't, that's because I didn't do them, or like just because I didn't feel like making the video. But like, Anyway, at the end of 2026, I want to look back at this video and see if I actually was able to make these projects and see, I don't know, I want to be able to talk about them, see how they turned out, see if I actually made them, see if I made any projects that are not on this list. I think the one I'm most excited about is the Aran sweater, and I'm really, really, really excited about the scrap yarn body bag because that one has been on my list for a long time. I'm also really excited about the crochet flowers. I think that could be a great gift as well. If I figure out how to make nice flowers, that could be a great gift. The slippers, I'm not so sure. I don't know. I'm not so sure about the slippers. I feel like the felting is a bit scary to me, especially in the washing machine. But let's see. I think the slippers are not a big priority for me. I think the Aran sweater, the flowers, the scrap yarn bag, the shorts, the crochet shorts are definitely a priority to me, and the bucket hat. And yeah, I think by the time Christmas comes in December, I think I'm gonna be in the Christmas mood and I'm gonna want to make Christmas decoration. So the julejare, the paper heart, the crochet heart, I think it's gonna be really cool. But anyway, Happy New Year, you guys. Let me know what you think about this video. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a dislike. Share this video with your friends. Comment, let me know what you plan on making this year. Let me know if you like these projects that I've shown you here. Give me some other project ideas that you think I should make. Turn on the bell notifications so you know when I post new videos. Subscribe to this channel because there's a lot more to come. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye. Happy New Year!